Hey everyone, can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me? Okay. All right, let me start sharing. Sorry for the delay today. Had some technical difficulties, but we're getting there. Okay. Okay. Hey everyone. I'm so happy I'm finally having this webinar. I know it's been long overdue and I'm so sorry, but it's going to be good. Okay. So this webinar is going to be recorded. It is actually being recorded now. And so there will be a replay. So don't worry if you want to watch it again, if you need to watch it again or anything like that, feel free to do so. And we'll have question time at the end so that I can get through the presentation. So if you guys have questions, just hold them until the end and I'll answer them the best of my ability. If you want to take notes, you can, because we're going to be talking about landing pages within System.io today. I will be doing another webinar probably on different platforms to do landing pages on, such as Canva, and there's a few others. So that's coming, but today's webinar is just going to be about System.io. Okay, so how's everybody today? Is everybody good? Have you all, do you know what a landing page is? If you don't know what a landing page is, put a 1. If you do not know, put a 1 in the chat so I can see. Okay. Good. I'm glad everybody's doing good. I see a lot of people that don't know about landing pages. That's awesome. We're going to learn about them today, so that's what's up. And anything that we talk about today, you can use the same strategy across any platform that you create your landing pages on. So all the knowledge today can be used on any platform. It's just today I'm going to show you a demo on how you would make one in System.io today, along with knowledge about landing pages, if that makes sense. Hey, okay. Okay, so who is excited? I'm excited. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Are you ready? Can I see some readies in the chat and then I'll get started? I want to make sure you guys are paying attention. Yes, ready. Okay. Yes, this is what I want to see. Okay. All right. So today is all about landing pages for beginners. So this is just to give you an idea of what a landing page is, and then I'm going to show you a little demo at the end on how to do one within System.io. So welcome. If you're a new entrepreneur or you already have an online business, if you're new to landing pages have a few different names, but we'll get into all that in a minute. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so who I am. So I'm Sweets. I am an admin of RBA, but I also do graphic designing, website designing, building, and automations and a bunch of other stuff. So um, I have been in the corporate world for over 18 years as a project manager, systems analyst, a trainer. I just took all that knowledge that I have and I put it into the digital space. So I'm a tech head and I just love designing and tech. So that's I put the two together and I'm like having so much fun. so so landing pages are like my thing just because I like the techie aspect and the designing. Okay. Um so yeah, I love Canva as well. Canva, I'm in there like daily. Like this presentation I created within Canva. Um, so I utilize Canva a lot, especially with anything that I build, uh, my landing pages, any really anything design wise, I use with Canva. I'll do Canva presentations, I've done websites and so forth. So that's why I love Canva, and I'll definitely be showing you guys more about Canva in the future. I have some stuff planned, so stay tuned for that. But today's all about system and landing pages, okay? So I just want to let you know a little bit about myself before I got into this webinar, and I am just here to make the tech side of this feel simple and doable for everyone. Just to make it like kind of easy and fun. So this webinar is just a part of my mission to help you guys know where to start and how to start, and then help you build your landing pages. Okay. All right. So what you're going to learn today. Number one, what is a landing page? So you're going to discover the core purpose and importance of landing pages in your online business journey. 2 is building a high converting landing page. So you're going to learn step by step how to craft a landing page that converts visitors into customers. And then you're going to learn essential landing page elements. So to uncover the ingredients that make a landing page irresistible and effective. Common mistakes to avoid. So we want to make sure not to make mistakes. So I'm going to let you know the common ones. And these are to gain valuable insights to avoid pitfalls and optimize your landing page for success. And then I'm going to give you a little demo on how to create with system and some Q&A at the end. And then some other stuff. So, okay. So how's everybody feeling? Y'all still with me? Yes, I love editing, designing. Yes. This is on YouTube, but it's unlisted. It's not going to be for public. It's only going to be for RBA. So this is just special for y'all. All right, still here. Okay. So what is a landing page? So a landing page is a single web page. So a landing page is one dedicated web page designed to achieve a specific goal, whether it's to capture leads or to sell a product or to book a call. It's just one single web page. So it could be one web page and it's scrollable, but it's just one web page and it's action driven, right? So unlike a website, a landing page eliminates distractions and it presents clear and concise messaging that encourages a single action. So whether you are trying to gain leads for an email list, that's what your landing page is going to do. Your landing page is going to have specific instructions, but it's going to have specific instructions, but it's like in how you layer it, right? So if you're going to do a leads, you want to collect leads, you're going to want to have a specific type of template instead of like a sales template, because you're not selling anything, you're just collecting email addresses. So you might give away a freebie and the sales page or the landing page will be like, enter your email address for this free planner. And then when they enter the email address, that's collecting your leads. So that's the only thing that web page is going to do. So it's a single, like one lane tunnel vision focus. And So you can use that for leads. You can use that if you're selling a product. So like I have my RBA product on a landing page, and it just shows more information. So instead of the person just clicking on the link in my store and going straight to the product, the potential customer will click the link in my store, but it will bring them to my landing page, and the landing page will break down more information about RBA. So it helps if you're selling something, it helps your customer, like it gives them kind of like a journey through what you're selling. It gives them more information, and it just reassures them like, okay, I want to buy this, because they're getting that information that they don't have to ask you questions. They can see all the information on your website, and then they can click the purchase. So that's if you're selling something. If you're booking a call or booking something, it's the same thing. Like you can have a website and you can have a calendar on the website with your booking stuff, and then they can just click on that and book a call. So there's a bunch of different ways to do it, but ultimately a landing page is a one single web page that has a tunnel vision focus on what you're trying to do. So sound good? Make sense? Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. All right. Now, why every business needs a landing page. So you need a landing page so you can capture leads, so you can boost sales and signups. It'll work 24/7 for you, and it simplifies marketing. So this is what we want, right? This makes it so much easier to be able to sell or capture leads, because the website does everything for you. Landing pages are very powerful tools for building your email list and capturing valuable leads for future marketing efforts. So you can have the website out there and it'll do all the work for you. Like obviously you need to bring traffic in, right? But this will help you gain your customers or potential customers or potential leads. Okay. So landing pages are also designed to convert visitors, drive sales, signups, conversions for your products and services. So this is going to boost sales and signups. And then it's going to work 24/7 because landing pages are always available, even when you're offline, attracting potential customers and generating leads around the clock. So that's why it's working 24/7. And then simplifies marketing. So landing pages provide a streamlined approach to marketing, directing visitors directly to the desired action, streamlining your efforts. So, Danielle, yeah, I have some offers at the end, some little extras for y'all. So don't worry. um, okay, so real quick. So the difference between a landing page and a digital storefront. Okay, so Beacon, Stand Store, those are digital storefronts. Those are like a hub. I call them a hub because it's your main focus. So like if you do not have a website, like a regular website, or even if you do have a regular website, like it's a hub that you put in your social media. So Stand Store, Beacons, like a Linktree, those type of things, they are a hub for your main attractions. So you can always change them out. You can have them the same, but it's basically one main spot that has a bunch of links in there. So, for example, my storefront in my bio, in my social medias, it's a hub. So I use System.io for my store, but I don't sell anything through System.io. I link everything. So all of my links in my bio are directing my potential customers to its own landing page. So technically I have a landing page for everything because it it directs them to its own web page. So then it gives more information because you want your customer, the idea of a customer coming to your bio, right? They want to see what you're about. They want to see what you offer. So your store in your bio shows them, okay, well, okay, so Sweets, she's okay, so she's all about designing. Oh, and she teaches. Oh, and she does landing pages or digital storefronts. Okay, yeah, so that's what she's about. So let me click on her link and I'm gonna go explore what she's talking about or what she has to offer. And then when you go on the web page and they're exploring, so they're gonna go to my landing page about, whatever is in my bio, and they're going to see what I offer. And then they'll get the journey. So they'll start at the top and they'll get the journey and the flow of the landing page. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example of one of my landing pages if you haven't seen it already later on. But just to give you an idea, so the Stan Store and the Beacons is a digital storefront. It's like your link in bio. That's what it is. There's other stuff that they can do. They can do emails and so forth in the systems, but that's the main focus, is like a link in bio. A landing page is more tunnel vision focused on one thing. So whether it's, you're selling RBA and you want to make a landing page for RBA so that you can give the breakdown of it and it'll like give a better, a better feel for your customer. Like your customer will have a better experience because they're going to be looking at all the information instead of just looking at, just a product and the listing. They're going to be looking at what the product can offer them, what the benefits they can get in like a bigger picture, if that makes sense. So if it makes sense, put a 2 in the chat, please, because I want to make sure I'm not losing y'all. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. I'm glad it makes sense because sometimes I can go and just talk about everything. So, okay. All right. I'll show some examples after. Don't worry. Okay. All right. So, key elements of high converting landing pages. So, number 1, you need to have a compelling headline. It needs to grab attention with a captivating headline that summarizes your offer in one concise sentence. Something that grabs their attention, like a very good hook for a headline, but it has to be like about what you're offering or something to do with what you're offering. But you need a very compelling like hook. Just with like content and social media, you need that hook to grab that attention. So that's number 1. Number 2, informative subheadline. So you're going to reinforce the value proposition and highlight why your offer is crucial for your target audience. So your subheadline is going to reinforce that hook. Okay. And then number 3, an action-driven call to action. So CTA, it means call to action. You're going to make it clear what you want your visitors to do with a bold and enticing call to action button, such as get instant access now, or, if you're ready, purchase now, or something like that. And you're going to have that at the top. You always want to have that at the top. Okay, so number 4, engaging visuals. So you definitely want to utilize images or videos that enhance your offer, creating a visual appeal and reinforcing your message. So make sure your visuals go along with your brand colors, go along with what you're trying to sell or offer. You want to make sure that everything kind of flows nicely, because if you have like a bunch of different colors or a bunch of different odd pictures, people are going to get lost, and you want your customers or potential customers to stay focused. Okay. And then 5 is a lead capture form. So collect valuable information from visitors through a simple and user-friendly lead capture form, guiding them to the next step. So you want to make sure to capture your leads somehow in your web page. Even if you have your web page like one of mine, I think it has it in the middle. But sometimes if I don't have like a capture lead throughout the site, I'll make sure to have it on the footer just so that they can, contact me if they have questions and stuff like that. So usually the one you want to have like enter your email address. And most of the time the landing pages will have somewhere where the customer will enter their email address, and that's capturing the lead once they enter the email address. Okay. So when you capture the leads, all the email addresses, those get added. So you have like an email list. And then later on, that moves on to the next step. So like a landing page is what you're going to offer one single item or offer, or if you're collecting leads. And then that's just one part of it. Because then another part is once you capture your leads, you're going to be able to turn into email marketing, right? And then email marketing, that's when you go and you use the email lead list, right? And send out emails with what's upcoming, even if it's like a newsletter or something about your product, your content, your services, whatever it is, you're going to reconnect with the people that were on your landing page. Okay. So that's what a lead capture form is for. All right. So step by step, building your landing page in System.io. So the first thing is you have to have an account. Okay. So System.io offers a free account, y'all. Free. I used the free account for years before I got into the paid one, but System.io has a free account. So you have to look at the pricing and look at the different items that they offer for the free account, but they actually give you a pretty good amount. You could have you could create your digital store in there and I think offer like 15 items with the free plan. You could have, I don't remember how many landing pages or sales funnels you can make in there. I think it's like 3 to 5 or something like that for the free plan, but um it's definitely a good website. So, and it offers a lot more than just landing pages. Um would you recommend including a short introduction about the CEO or founder on the website to make it feel more personal and trustworthy? Or is that something typically handled through? If it depends on what you are doing. So I guess it depends on what you're doing for your landing page. You could have like a little about you section if you want to, but the main focus, it depends on what you're doing. So if you're trying to book a call, right? If your landing page is for booking calls, then obviously you'd want to have information about you because they want to know, who you are, what you offer, and why they want to book with you. But if you're selling a product, it should be more about the product itself, if that makes sense. Um, Mari, so no, it's not a store. It's a one-page website. So landing pages are just a one-page website. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Okay. All right. So first you want to sign up. If you're using System.io, you don't have to use System.io. I believe Beacon has websites too that you can make in there, and they probably have one that is the same concept. You could make them in Canva. You could make them in there's a bunch of other places that you can make them. So it's just a one-page website. And the website itself doesn't, you wouldn't be selling any, like, you'll be selling something through it, but they're not going to, how do I say this? So they're not going to purchase it inside of your website. They're going to click on a button, and the button is going to direct them to wherever your product is, if that makes sense. Oh, sorry. Okay. T said, I was confused. Should we start with the landing page if we only have 2 to 3 products, or should we have a store? Yeah. Yeah, you could, it's up to you. I mean, you can play around with it and make one if you want. You don't have to have a ton of products because the landing page is just a single focus. So it's going to just focus on basically one product or service or something that you have. I love using Canva, so I'll recommend Canva all day. You just have to know how to work it, but Canva's pretty good. And I think they upgraded their website stuff. Should we make a landing page for each product that we sell? It's up to you again. Like, if you would like to make a landing page for each product, that's fine. I like all my stuff is I feel like I'm just extra, but I have a landing page for basically everything that I have, but that's because I like to do it, you know. So if you want to make one for everything, you can, and if not, you don't have to. It's just an option. The difference between a landing page and a bundle, because I thought they could purchase from a landing page. Slightly confused. So a landing page is just a single page website. It's not an e-commerce store. It's just a single page website. So the landing page is going to direct the person to your store product. So for example, there's going to be a button on the landing page, and it's going to, when they click it, it's going to direct them over to your store in Beacon or Standstore or wherever you have your product so that they can buy it. So this is like a sales funnel, which is what we should. Yeah, a landing page is a sales funnel. Yep. And you have multiple things in your. You can have multiple things on your landing page if you have it broken out the right way, and if they kind of go along with one another. You know, they're not too different. Yeah, I was trying not to answer the questions. I just don't want to lose them either. So if you have if you have more questions, just hold them and I'll get to them at the end so I don't get lost, because I feel like I'm never gonna stop. Okay, sorry, I'm getting back to it. Okay. I lose focus sometimes with the chat, and it's my apologies. I should have just stuck with what I was trying to do and just hold them to the end. So, okay, so all your questions, please hold them to the end, or I'll just scroll back through the chat and see what I missed. Okay. Okay. So first, you're going to sign up with whatever platform you're going to make with your landing page. Next, you're going to choose a template and customize it. I say template because it's so much easier to do a template versus doing it from scratch, like completely blank. You can, however, do it from completely blank. But if you use a template as your guide, you don't have to use it like and not change nothing, right? But in the same way with like a PLR, if you use it like a template and just make it your own. So if you choose a template, it's less time. You know, you can alter everything. And then add your key elements in there. You want to connect your email marketing and any automations that you want. And then of course you test it and you publish. So it's a little bit on the steps. Okay. And now I'm gonna show you some steps when you're in System.io about building I wasn't going to do a straight live tutorial because it's time consuming. So I put something together to kind of show you the steps on how to do it within system. And then since this is going to be recorded, you guys can go back and forth and watch it. Okay. So first, this is the dashboard in System.io. When you get in, if that's what you're using, this is going to be the dashboard. So at the top is the menu, and you can see they have a bunch of other stuff. So System.io has a bunch of other features, and I'll probably do a tutorial on System.io itself because there's so much involved that I'm not going to do that now. But I love using System.io. I've used it for years. They offer a bunch of stuff. You can create websites, you could do your email marketing, automations through here. You can do courses, online courses. They have communities too. They're not like the greatest community. It's not like school, but they have a bunch of stuff. So this is your dashboard. On the left-hand side, you're going to see your leads. So any new leads that come through, that's your dashboard. This is my little test, my little test account that I had created to show y'all. And then on the right side, it shows you any live updates. Like if you had new leads, it'll show you like the email addresses and stuff on the right-hand side. Okay. Where my little picture is up there. If you click on that, the little arrow, that's where your settings, all your settings and everything, that's where that would be. But again, I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just going to show you how to make a landing page. Okay, so once you are on your dashboard, you're going to go up to the top. You're going to click on websites and you're going to go to sales funnels. So a landing page is also known as a sales funnel or a one-page website. Okay. So then once you're here, you see you're in the funnel section. You're going to want to hit create, and that's going to create you a new funnel. Then the settings are going to come up and you're going to add your name of whatever you want the landing page to be. This is going to be the name for you to know what it's about. And then, so it says name. So I put test as the name, and then right on the side of it, you're going to choose your domain. So System.io automatically provides you a free domain name. So like here it says sweets860.system.io. So it'll have whatever the name that you chose when you set up your account. It's going to put that in the front, and then system.io is going to be at the end. So you can choose to keep it as the free domain, or you can choose to upload a custom domain, and that would be in the settings. So if you had a custom domain, if you clicked on here, it would drop down and you could select which domain you want. And you can always do that at any time. So then you're going to choose which type of landing page you want to create. Do you want to build an email list? If so, then build an audience that's going to collect email addresses and build your email list. If you want to sell a product or service through System.io, so this is not the same thing as doing like linking your store. This, if you sell a service or product, this is going to sell it through System.io because you can integrate Stripe and PayPal, and there's a bunch of other payment platforms that you can integrate, and you can actually sell directly through System.io if you want to. So I have all mine linked elsewhere, but that's an option that you can choose from. You can choose to do custom. So if you do custom, it's literally building from scratch. It's blank. There's nothing there. If you're a beginner, I don't advise you to do that, but you have the option. And then you could always run an evergreen webinar. So an evergreen webinar is just like, say this webinar, it's recorded and I put it on to a web page and it just runs all the time when somebody gets onto your webinar page. So that's what an evergreen is. Just always, it's always running, it's always out there. So okay. But we're going to build an audience. So building an audience, this one is the main one that I select to use because it gives you all of the different templates, and I always change everything anyways. It's just I use it as a guide, and I don't want to sell anything like directly through System.io. I just want to build the landing pages. So I use build an audience. And then you're going to select your currency. So it has euro down there automatically. I select US dollars because that's what I use. And then ultimately you want to click save. So you want to make sure everything looks right, your name, your domain name, that you're building an audience, if that's what you want to do, and then your currency, and then click save. And then it's going to bring you to your funnel list. So like right now, it just has one funnel and it shows test. That's the name of the funnel. So it's going to show you all of your funnels in this area. That's what's going to happen. So when you click on websites and click on sales funnels, it's going to bring you here and you'll see your list of sales funnels or landing pages. So you're going to want to click on it. And then when you click on your sales funnel, this is going to be brought up. So this is where you can preview all of the templates. System.io has a bunch of templates. You can scroll down, they have different pages, and you can preview your template, and you can preview all the templates if you want to. You can preview the template before you use it, and then see which one best suits you. It doesn't even have to go with you. You could maybe like the layout of it. You could maybe like the button layout of it. And you can choose whichever one that kind of flows with you or connects with you, and then go in and select it and alter it. So if you want to select it, obviously you just hit select. And then once you have your template, it'll say squeeze page. You're going to want to name that. So this is going to be the name of the page. So you're going to want to name it whatever your page is. Like if it's RBA landing page, you can put RBA landing page. And here is your URL path. So if you're using the free domain, it's going to have your free domain listed in there. And then this 68ED60B5, that section can be edited. So you can name it whatever. So if you wanted to name it like RBA landing page, you can name it RBA landing page. So just, again, you can rename the landing page. So the first part is your domain name. The second part is like subdomain. Once you did your URL path, if you're going to alter it, you don't have to alter it, but if you're going to, then you just want to click on edit, and that will bring you into the editor of System.io, of your page, of your sales funnel or landing page. So the buttons on the side here, you can change the template if you want to change the template. You can edit your page, which is what we're going to look at. You can view the funnel step. So a funnel normally has different steps. It just depends on what you're doing. Normally the ones that I make are a little different because I make them and then link them somewhere else. So I'm really only using one step. Like, but see on the left hand side, it says test, squeeze page, and then it says thank you, download page. So if you are not going to link anything to like your store or whatever, you're just going to do a lead magnet or something like that, your squeeze page would be the first main page that they see. And then and you can set it up so that once they submit their email address, then the next page that says thank you is going to pop up and they're going to see that as a thank you page. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. So if you're linking it to your store or something like that, you don't need any other steps in here. But if you're going to use it as like a lead magnet site to gain leads, you probably will want to have your squeeze page and then a thank you page. Okay. You also want to make sure you have terms and conditions, privacy policy, and then if you're selling something, you want to make sure you have a refund policy. So we're going to go into edit. And then this is what the layout looks like. It looks a little different now because System.io had some updates, which is really excited for because in this image, if you look at the bottom left-hand side, it shows like a big monitor and then a cell phone. So if you go into System Now, these two things, it's on the top right near the eyeball. They changed the layout of the interface. They changed the interface so that it's more modernized. It looks really nice. So these are pictures that I did beforehand, but the same thing applies. The monitor, if you click on the monitor, it shows you the desktop view. If you click on the cell phone, it shows you the mobile view. And that is extremely important because that's why I love System, because you can see both views and edit them in both views. Like Canva, I don't know if they have that yet because I know they didn't before, but System.io always had it, and it's very good because you want to make sure, like, everybody's on their mobile phone now, so you want to make sure that if they're looking on their mobile phone, they can see your stuff and it looks right. It doesn't look crazy. They don't want to see like text on the top and on the bottom and a picture sideways, and like, you want to make sure that your potential customers or leads are looking at the right information. So it's nice to see that you can see it in different viewpoints. And when you're building a landing page or a lead page or whatever you're doing, always make sure to look at both, because I know even I forget sometimes, but always make sure to look at both, because you could look at it on the desktop and it could look crazy or bunched up on the mobile if you don't look at that, because you might have to alter something on the mobile view for it to look right on the mobile view. So if that makes sense, let me know. Like, are y'all still with me? Am I talking too much? Is this good? Are you learning? Is it helping you anyway? Okay. Are y'all sleeping in there? Okay, learning. Okay. All right, I want to make sure I didn't put y'all to sleep. Okay. So this is basically the breakdown of editing like a landing page sales funnel inside of System.io. All right, good. Soaking it all up. Okay, good. Kind of. Oh, gosh. Okay, so all right, on the right-hand side is your website. So Empowering Women and Girls Worldwide. That's the website template that we chose, right? On the top, there's always going to be a menu, and then like the menu items. On the left-hand side where you see like those squares, that's where your icon would go. And then you see like the little eyeball. I think now it's a play button, but you would click on it and you could view your page before it goes live. So on the left hand side, there's a bunch of different options you can do. So there's elements and blocks. You can add text. You can add headline text. Regular text is like smaller text. You could add bullet lists. You could add a content box. So you could add a box and then add like a text inside. You can add images, videos, audio, a bunch of stuff. So let's see. So here is where you're going to add your logo. So you would just click on the little jumble of squares there. And then it's gonna, so you're gonna click on it, you're gonna highlight, when you click on it, it highlights the element. So the element's going to be blue, like it's gonna highlight around blue. And then on the left-hand side, it's gonna change. So now you don't see all those options of like text and video and stuff. Now you see options for the item or element that you highlighted. So when you when you click on the little picture, it's going to bring these options up. And the main option that you want to do is add the image, because you want to add your logo into your landing page. So you're just going to click on the element, which is the jumble of squares, and then you're going to click on the image file, and you can X out the image file and then click on the little arrow, which is right here. And see, right there. I forgot I did that. And then it's going to bring you into this pop-up. And if you never uploaded the image that you want, you can click on select file and then select it from your computer. If you have images already, you can click on the your image side and then select the image and click insert. And then you can change the size of the image. So whenever an image comes in, the size of it normally always has to be changed. So you want to play around with the size of the image until it is the size that you want. And then so here it just shows the image size. You can change the alignment if you want. You can change it here. Let's see. You can link the photo. So if you wanted it to go to a website or something, you can link the image itself. And you can choose to resize it by using this slider, or there's arrows on the number, or you can type the number in if you knew it. So here is the menu. So if you don't want a menu, because you don't always have to have a menu on your landing page, right? So if you're only having like a simple landing page and it's just one page, you don't need to have all this. You can use this as like, because you can use System.io to make an actual website. You know, it doesn't have to be just a landing page. You can make websites with it, you know, like a website is just multiple pages. So a landing page is more focused on one single item, right? And a website has multiple pages. And that's the difference. Sorry, that's the difference with that one. I was trying to pull something up, but it's not working. That's the difference with that. So a website is multiple pages. So a website is usually you have a main page, then you have an about page, then you can have, you know, your services or a blog or a contact page. They have multiple pages within a website, and a landing page is just one scrollable website. So you can choose to take this menu out, or if you click on it, you can update what's inside the menu. So if you want to keep the menu, over here on the left-hand side, you can change the elements. So if you don't want it to say like the word event, you can change the word event to something else, and then it'll say it up here. So this side, when you click on the element for the menu, this side will pull up, and then you can update anything. You can add a little sub menu. You can make it open in a new window. And when you add the name, so you're going to add the name, and what you would do is if you had multiple pages, you could add the name. So if this was going to be like about me, right? If your page is going to be about me, then you would type about me, and you would have to already have made the about me web page. So if you had made it already, you could add the link here. And so when somebody would click on about me, it's going to direct them to the next page, which would be what you have linked in here. So I hope that makes sense. I wasn't going to go all into it because it's a lot, and it's more website stuff instead of landing page stuff, but that's just a little tips in here that you can do if you wanted to make like your own website, whole website or something in here. Okay. You can delete any of the items if you want to remove, like if you just want to have two things, say like homepage and services. You can use this trash can and delete any of the other ones that you don't want to have in there. So then it's just two items up there. You can change the font of an element. So remember, by clicking on an element, you can highlight it, and then it'll pull up this information, the sidebar information. So if you're going to change like the font of something, you can just come up here and click on it, and you can click on any of these and change the font. So when you, like, say if you clicked on Google Fonts, it's going to bring up another menu, and it'll bring up all the Google fonts, and then you can just choose to select whichever one you want. If you want to remove an item, you want to click on this little trash can, and it'll remove an item from your template. If you want to alter any of the text, you just would click it, and it'll bring up the side menu, and then you could alter anything that you want, size or fonts or anything. And all the items in the template are clickable. So if you click on any of these, any of this font, you can click on any of this font. You can click on the box that it's in, or this header. You can click on anything that's in your template. And when you click on it, it's going to bring up the menu on the left-hand side, and you can alter it, the size of the text, the color of the text, the color of the box, the style of like which font you want to use, and all that. So see, when I highlight this one, now it's got the blue around it. If you want to change the text color, you would double click on the word, and right here, this little white box, I don't know why my arrow keeps moving, but this little white box right here, the little square, that's the color of the text. So if you want to change the text color, you would change the text color by the little box up here. And you can also change the size if you want to do like different header sizes, or you want to make it bold or italic, underline or strike through, or you want to link the text. You can do all that within this little box. If you click on it and just want to change the size of the font altogether, you can change it right here. You could change the line height. So if you want to change the line height in between these words, you can change the line height. You could change the font type, the letter spacing, if you want space in between the letters more, the text background color, if you want to add a background behind this word, that's what that means. And then there's margins that you can change, and padding and stuff. So there's a bunch of different options. And it's whenever you click on it. After you're done updating it, you want to click outside of the element. And then when it's not highlighted no more and you see like text and headline or whatever, that's when you know you can scroll on the page. Because if it's still highlighted, you're not going to be able to scroll. But when you see these items right here, that's when you can scroll on the page. Again, if you want to delete any item, you would just highlight it. You don't click on it. So if you're going to delete something, you don't want to click on it, because when you click on it, it's going to bring up the side menu, and then it's thinking that you want to alter what it is. If you want to delete something, you're just going to like scroll down and hover over it. And when you see the element, then you can delete it. Because when you hover over it, it'll pop up this little like box around it, and then show the trash can. So if you want to delete an entire section, okay, so the orange, so there's different colors. So there's orange, there's blue, and there's green. So the orange is a section, and you just have to like hover over to highlight them to see what it is. Because if you're scrolling and you're hovering, right? So the green is always the entire section. So if you click delete on this, it's going to delete everything inside that section. So by scrolling, if you scroll, you'll be able to see the different sections, and you'll be able to see the different items, like whichever has orange or blue. You'll be able to see what is inside of a specific color per se, and then you'll know like what to highlight, or if it's in the green section, like you'll be able to see the next green section. So if you're scrolling down and you see the one green section, and then you're scrolling down and you see another green section, like this little green, it'll be all highlighted green with the little box up here. Then when you're scrolling, you're going to see another one. So then okay, well, I don't want this information, but I may want the next information. So then you can delete this. You can adjust padding and margins. So System.io is not like Canva. If you've ever used Canva websites and you can just like basically put stuff wherever you want it, yeah, that's not this. So there was definitely a learning curve when I started doing System.io, but you can make so much good stuff with it. It's just, it takes time to understand it if you've never done it before. So I'm self-taught. I taught myself everything, and it just took me a little while to understand it. But because I'm techie, I like that like logic problem type stuff, So if you're gonna do, when you want to move stuff around, you can't just take this and, oh, I want this over here, or I want this box bigger, so that's what I'm going to do. No, you have to click on the box, and then it'll pull these sidebar up. Then you need to play around with the padding. So the padding is going to make this blue box, like the space in the blue box, bigger. But you have to use them together, most likely. You just got to play around with it to see how it works, because with the margins will, like, this little space, this little white space in between the blue, if you click on the margins, it's going to, you can make it, like a bigger space. So the margins are going to be space like in between items, and the padding is the space inside the item, if that makes sense. So do I still have y'all attention? Can you throw a 2 in the chat? Let me know you're all awake and I didn't lose you with all my schooling stuff and you're still following me. And I hope y'all taking notes, but this is going to be recorded, so it's okay if you don't. Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right. So you can adjust you can basically adjust anything. So this is the padding, right? So when we open the padding, this, if you chose this square, it's going to change the padding for all sides. Same thing with the margin. If you chose the blue, like if you, when you select it, it's going to turn blue. So this one, the margin's blue and there's only one number. So if you change this number, it's going to change the margin all the way around the element. If you chose the other side, it's going to break it down here. So you have top, right, bottom, left. And then you can alter it each individually, because you may not want to, like, you may not want to change the margin all the way around. You may only want to do in between here. So this would be like, you want to, if you're highlighting this blue box here, you would want to change the top margin to make the space bigger. For the padding, if you're going to alter the padding, this is the in between. So this in between here. But you can do it individually or all at one. You can click on an element and then just hold it and drag it where you want. So you have some click and drag features with elements. You just have to test it out. If you're inside of an element and say you want, like this box right here, you want a bullet list in here, you just click on it, drag it, and you'll see a blue line. And the blue line will mean that it's okay for you to put it there. If you don't see a blue line, it's probably not going to put it there. And it might place it wherever it wants if you let go of the mouse. It might place it on the bottom. But yeah, you can click wherever you to click and drag, but you're gonna click on it, hold it, drag it, and then you're gonna look for a blue line to make sure that you can place it where you want to place it. And then if you, like, say you put it there and you didn't want it, you can always delete it. So remember, just hover over and you can click on the trash can to delete an item. You can add images, bullet points. You could add columns. So these three right here, this is a 3 column. So how they did this is they added a column. It's a 3 column. They held it and dragged it over, and then they took an image and dragged it into one column and dragged it into another and dragged it into another. And then they took a header text and they dragged it and dropped it into here underneath the image. And they did the same for the other 2. So remember, when you're dragging and dropping, look for the blue line and then you'll be able to drop it. But this is how they made this look like this, because they used columns. They put the columns first and then they put the images in here and then they put the text in here. And then you can alter, like, the border. There's a little border here. If you click on the element, it gives you options for borders and shadows and so forth. If you want to click on an image, so say you dragged in an image into a column, you would just click on the image, and then just like with the logo, you'd click in the image file to upload your image. Click on your images. If you have images inside already, you can click on your images. If you don't have it inside, you're going to go right next to it and click on upload from your computer. Click on your image, and then you're going to insert it. And then you can change the size, because see how big it became? Maybe you don't want the image that size. So again, you can change the size of it or the alignment of it. And here's showing you where the alignment is. You can add a little overlay color if you want to. You can choose to play with the margins. Everything is, yeah. So that was a short preview of how to add stuff into your landing page and system. Once you're finished, you want to go up here to save changes. So you want to save your changes because it doesn't automatically save. So you want to save your changes and then click on, it's now the play button if you're in there now. But click on, there'll be like a little play button and you can preview your landing page, or you can just save changes and then this is a little exit. So after you save changes, you exit and it's going to go back to where you saw your landing page name with the link, and then you can view your funnel step that way. But you can always preview your landing page. So common mistakes to avoid. So when you are making your landing page, there is common mistakes that people always make, and I just wanted to call them out. So you do not want to have clutter in your landing page. You want your landing page to be clear. You want your landing page to have good size text. You want your landing page to attract your potential customers. You don't want them to be confused. The main thing is to not confuse your customer. So too much text may confuse them. You want straight to the point text with catchy headers and to keep them going. And so with that said, you want to make sure that your call to action is very clear, like sign up now, purchase now, enroll now, or you can use ChatGPT. Use ChatGPT to give you some good call to actions with what you're trying to do. If you're selling a product, if you're booking services or trying to book services, if you're for your leads, you don't really need to do it for your leads because the lead page is different. But yeah, you need a clear call to action. So having no clear call to action is a mistake to avoid. We need to have a clear call to action and we need to have not a lot of text. Your slow page speed. So you want to make sure that you have good speed. When you're testing out your site, you want to make sure you're mobile friendly, right? Because that's the next one. So you need to make sure that it's mobile optimized. Everybody's on their mobile phone now, so make sure that it's mobile friendly, and you can do that in System.io, or you can test it out for yourself. Like I look at it in System.io when I create them, but I test them out on my own phone all the time. I'll just go to the link on my phone and make sure it flows nicely, it looks good, it's not confusing, So you just have to make sure to test everything that you do to make sure that it looks right for somebody else, whether that's, doing your landing page, whether that is trying to set up email marketing or something like that. You want to make sure to set up and test everything. So recap, do not have too much text in your landing page. Make sure to have clear call to actions. Make sure that the page speed is good, so you test everything out, and it's mobile friendly. Has to be mobile friendly. All right, so to recap, landing page definition. We discussed the concept and importance of landing pages in your online business strategy. So landing page, again, is a one-time website. A one-page website that is focused. It's got like tunnel vision focus on what you're trying to sell, or if your services you're trying to let people know about, even if it's like you're trying to gain leads, you want to make sure that it's like a one focus kind of thing. For the most part, you can always add like little things at the bottom if you want to add different products. If you're doing it for sales, you can have it say all about RBA, right? And then on the bottom, you can say you may also like blah blah blah, and you could do like, I don't know, leads on fire and whatever. You can have like 2 or 3 at the bottom if you want, and then link them because they kind of go along with what you're selling. Key elements. So we want to identify the essential elements of a high converting landing page. Sorry, we identified that capture attention and drive conversions. So we went over all the key elements that we need in a landing page, right? We explored step by step how to do it in system. And we went over avoiding mistakes and learning about common mistakes to avoid and how to optimize your landing pages. So, are you ready to launch with confidence? So, you learned the strategy, right? You've seen how simple System.io makes it. Now let's take what you learned and turn it into a real working landing page that's ready to grow, to grow your brand, be able to sell an offer, capture your first 100 leads. And whether you want it done for you, built for you, or just need support along the way, I got you covered. Because you know about that life, right? I got y'all covered. So, and because you're here today, I have a few exclusive offers to help you from I know what to do, it's done. Let me walk you through them. So, are you excited? Are you excited? Did you like the webinar today? I'm losing my voice, y'all. I think I talk too much. Okay. So, done for you landing pages. If you want a done for you landing page for RBA, if you're selling RBA, like reselling RBA, and you want a done for you landing page template, okay? It's fully designed in System.io, so you don't need to edit anything if you don't want to. It's built specifically for RBA. It comes with 3 tutorials to walk you through each step that's if you want to alter it. So I'm giving you 3 tutorials, the Canva graphic template, so you can update it as you choose if you want to update your brand colors or not. It's already done for you to be able to sell RBA, but I also wanted to allow people to use their own brand colors or if they want to alter any images or anything like that. So I am giving you the Canva graphic template. There's tutorials on how to edit the Canva graphic template, how to add your links into the template, into the landing page template, and how to set up a custom domain, right? So all of that is only $50. And I think that's pretty good because I charge a good amount for my landing pages. So I wanted to give y'all a gift that to help y'all out. So if you want to resell RBA, then I'm gonna get the link so you can check it out. But I'm gonna show you, I'll show you what it looks like. Sorry, y'all. I should have had this all ready to go and I got excited about this webinar. Okay. Me. Oops. Done for you. Okay, so I just dropped the link for the Done For You landing page. I'm going to have this available to all RBA members because this is recorded, so it's going to be in the classroom. I'm going to also add the links in there just for y'all because I think that it's a very good deal for those who want a landing page. It's already done for you and you can alter it. If you're Canva savvy, you can alter it. If you're not Canva savvy, I show you in the tutorial how to do it. So I got y'all. Okay. I came up with a doable system so y'all could have that option. Okay. So if y'all want to go and grab that, it's only $50. And the link will also be in the classroom when I upload the replay and everything. So don't worry about it. Okay. Then I offer, if you want to do a custom landing page. So now this is more in depth, right? If you want to do a custom landing page. So I charge $500 for my custom landing pages. But for RBA, I'm going to take $200 off. So if you want a custom landing page, it's $300. And this is a landing page in System.io. You basically tell me what you want the landing page for. I have a form that you'll fill out. It's similar to if you're doing a store build with the form that I have, but you're going to basically let me know all the information, that, sorry, all the information that I need. And why is that? Oh, all the information that I need to be able to build your landing page. Right. So usually, again, I charge $500 for this, but I wanted to do a deal for my RBA family since I love y'all. So I gave you $200 off. So it is limited. It's only limited to 35 people. Okay. So that's the only thing with the landing page. It's only limited to 35 people. So if you want to grab that, I put the link in the chat. So no worries. Okay. Now, this one I'm super excited for because this one is going to be actual like creating a landing page class, right? This is going to you can choose to watch or you can choose to co-work with me and go through your landing page till it's done. Basically, I'm going to build a landing page from beginning to end, the entire thing, and you'll get the replay. Okay, so this is a live class, and I'm going to put the link in here. This one I was super excited for. It's I don't have a limit on the spots. The only thing is, depending on the amount of people that join, I might have to split up the classes. I might have to have more than one class, but I'm super excited for that one because then I'll be able to show you everything, everything. And I love like creating, so I get excited. Sorry. But if you want to join me for a live class, I put the link in the chat. So that's all up to you. And again, I'm going to have these offers inside of RBA. So if you're not able to do it today, it's completely fine. I just wanted to make specific offers for this webinar and that I don't normally like have. I don't have that. Oh, yay, Danielle. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions after you look at everything. You can always DM me in school and in RBA and ask me questions. I'm very transparent and I try to help out like as much as possible. So, and then, so the last offer I have is if you didn't already join my wait list when you signed up for this webinar, I encourage you to jump on it. Okay. I say this because I've been in the process of creating my own community, but I'm very particular on how I want it made. And I want to make sure that I have a ton of value and it's not just some other academy or whatever. Like, I really am going hard on this. So it will be in school So it's going to be a school academy per se, but that's only because I'm in school all the time for RBA. So I felt like it was going to be easy to manage, and all my people were in school anyway. So, but if you have not joined my wait list, okay, so I finally came up with the launch date. The launch date is August 1st. And if you have not joined my wait list, oops, hold on, I'm gonna try to give it to you. If you have not joined my wait list, I encourage you to do so, because pre-launch, so my goodness, sorry, my finger is like doing something crazy on my phone. So pre-launch is a founding member price. Sorry, y'all. I obviously can't copy and talk at the same time. And it's not letting me. Goodness, people, goodness. Yeah, sorry. I finally came up with a launch date. So it's going to be August 1st. It's my own community, which I will be going ham in, because if you know me already, I go hard for all my people here. But this is the link to the waitlist, and that's my community. So there will be an affiliate option if you choose to, but you don't have to. It's just I wanted my students to be able to earn and learn at the same time. But basically, what I'm going to do in my community is I'm going to teach you all things digital, so that you can be able to navigate the digital world, right? So I love designing. I'm a tech head. I love tech stuff. And I want to be able to make it, or I wanted to be able to make it easy for newbies, or for anyone who wanted to explore their skills, so that they understand, or you guys understand, like how you can design stuff if you want to design stuff, how you can create a website if you want to create websites, how you can make social media graphics if you want to make social media graphics. What else? How you can create AI art, because I love AI art. If y'all follow me in school, you'll see all my AI stuff. How to utilize ChatGPT. So I provide all this knowledge within my community that I'm getting ready to launch for August 1st. And it is a monthly subscription, but you earn 50%. So like if you're going to share it with other people, then if you become a founder, it's only $25 a month. And that's like cheaper than Netflix right now. So let's be real. Okay. So if you get in as a founder for $25 a month, because it's definitely going to go up. This is just the founder, like pre-launch. It's definitely going to go up because I have a lot of value, and I'm going to be doing live classes, and there's so much more involved. So if you become a founder, and $25 a month is really nothing, so that will stay the same. Yeah, you can cancel anytime. Yep. That will stay the same price. If you cancel, I'm just gonna let you know, if you cancel and then you rejoin, the price is probably going to be different, just so you know. But you can cancel anytime, and it'll be $25 a month. So if you wanted to choose to be an affiliate, and say you invited two people, right? Because you get 50%. So if you invited people, you have one or two people, and that'll make you free monthly, if you invited them. So just that's why I wanted to offer that, because like I don't have to offer an affiliate, but I wanted my students to be able to earn monthly residual while they're learning new skills. So I thought that was a really great thing that school is able to do. So I wanted to incorporate that, and 50% is the highest that they'll let me go. So just letting you know. But yeah, I'm so excited. I've been working so hard in behind the scenes and inside RBA, but I've been working really hard behind the scenes because I see how much people struggle and I see the pain points on everything. And because I've been doing this for years and nobody was able to help me, I wanted to help other people. So I am super excited for my community. Okay, now let's see. I want to show you. Okay, so before I show you anything else, do you have any questions for me about anything specific? Oh, yay! I wish I had that little like live congratulation noise for getting on the wait list. Ah, like thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the wait list. Yay! I'm clapping. So, do you have any questions specific to landing pages? Now, I know I got through some already, but yeah. Can I build? Yeah, you can build a landing page on Canva. Yep. I'm probably gonna do. I'm probably gonna do. I might do a tutorial or something on Canva. I know in my community it's gonna be all about Canva stuff. Like there's gonna be a lot of Canva stuff, but for RBA, I might do something. Either I'll do another live webinar to show you, so you have the recording. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But I got y'all. Got y'all. Yes, no problem, no problem. I love Canva, like love Canva. So, oh yes, Canva, good. Yep. So, any other questions or y'all okay? Yeah. So, thank you all for joining. I'm gonna show you a little bit, so don't go yet. But thank you all for joining. I just want to say thank you. And if you ever want to search for me, for on my website. I should have put my socials on here, but I'm Sweets Designs in TikTok. If you want to search for me on TikTok, it's Sweets with a Z, Designs with a Z, all together. And you can search for me on TikTok if you want. And then if you ever want to look at what I offer, my website is sweetsdesigns.com. And you can just look at it and, see whatever go together real bad. Yeah, Flora, yeah. Yeah, Canva is like, yeah, my other side. Yep. Okay. Let's go to. Oh, Dorothy, I got you. I am an approved store builder, I do a little something something. Oh, oh, yay, it's here. It's going to show us what the template. Yeah, so I forgot what I was going to show you. Can you remind me what I was going to show you? I have a couple things in my head. So, oh yay! Thank you, Stacy. I'm glad you liked it. I hope it helped. I know it's going to be a replay, so at least you'll be able to go like slowly through it or whatever. But oh, Evelyn, I got you. I know what you're talking about. I got you. What's the landing pages? Oh, the landing pages. All right. So, oh yes, the template. That's right. That's right. Sorry. Okay. All right. Let me go. Don't mind my stuff right here. I think this just brings it to it. All right. Well, I'm just going to give you a quick little look inside my. Okay. So this is just a little live. Okay. A little live. For those who stayed on, okay, you're getting a little extra show. So this is the template that I made, the done for you template, right? And so this is what it looks like on the outside. I'll show you what the inside looks like in a minute. But this is what it looks like. So it just gives a breakdown. So it has a call to action, right? There's a call to action button here. It gives you like a pulls you in with the header, right? Nice little image. And then it gives you some more information about RBA and some more information, because we want to give our customers or potential customers all the information that they can have, right? So we just keep scrolling. It's on school, so we let them know it's on school. We let them know what's inside. So there's over 20, K done for you templates. This is some more information. Here's the business courses. It just lists out the business courses that they could have. Real results, proven success. So it just gives more about RBA. Also, it includes Roybot. Here's some more information. And then on the bottom, there's a button that they can click. So when it's set up, when they click this button, it's going to go to your store, like your store product list, right? So this is what the template looks like. But on the back end, when you go to edit it, see, this is what I'm talking about. They don't have the little camera down here no more. Now it's a play button instead of the eyeball, and it's this shows you mobile, the mobile view versus a desktop view. But so here is where you would see the icon, your logo. So because I don't have a picture, it's a template, so I don't have a picture. So this is where you would put your logo. You can change this. You can change the text. You don't want it to say transform your life today. You can change it to whatever you want. And then each of these are images. So these are all banners. So that's why I gave you the Canva template. So if you wanted to alter anything, you'd have to alter it in Canva, and then you could re-upload it. So say if you want your colors, say if you wanted these blocks to be purple, you can update it in Canva, and then you would just click this and delete the picture and then upload the new picture right here. So I gave tutorials on how to do that and the Canva link so that you can do that, and then how to set up your custom domain if you want a custom domain, but you don't have to have one. But this is how, see, all these are like big squares. They're all images that I made in Canva and then just uploaded in here. And then this button. So you would link this button and a tutorial. I gave you a tutorial on how to do this. So you would link this button and it would bring you, the button will bring your customer directly to your store. So when they click this button, it's going to bring them right to your store. And then up here, this top image has a button. So when you click on the image, what are you going to do? You're going to add your link right here to your store. So when the customer sees it on here, they're going to think it's a button. But when they click it, see right now, it's like an arrow. But if you add, like say, whoops. Say I added my link, right? And if I saved it, if I go here now and refresh, see how it looks like the hand? Now, if they click on the picture, it's going to bring them right to whatever you direct them to. Okay? So that's the difference. This whole image is now clickable, but the customer is not going to know it's a whole image. They're going to know that, it's a button that they can click. So let me just remove that so it's not on there. But yeah, so that's why I wanted to provide you guys with a cheaper per se version of a landing page. So if you wanted to have a landing page for RBA, this has all the information in there for you. It has RBA's brand colors in there. But like I said, if you want to change it in Canva, I gave you tutorials on how to do that. And then you can search for it. I'm sorry, you can search for it. You can update it in Canva and re-upload the images, and then, just make sure to do it one at a time so you replace the images how it goes. But I did this so that everything lines up smoothly and it's seamless when you're going through. But this is what you want for a landing page. You want it to have a call to action. You want it to draw the customer in. The call to action is a button. And then that you want it to have more information, so it feeds your customer more information, so they're like, oh yes, oh that sounds good, oh yeah, I like that. And then you keep going. Sometimes you can add a button in the middle, but for this example I don't have a button in the middle. I'm going to show you my other one. But then you just have more information, because the idea of this is you want to sell a product, right? So you want to give them as much information as they can possibly have, so that they would want to buy this, right? So you're showing them all of this, and it's a bigger section. So instead of, did it end me? Okay. Oh, okay. I don't see it on my I don't see it like on my end. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if this part is going to be recorded, but as long as I know y'all still here. Okay. I'm sitting here like I'm watching it on my phone and I don't see it. Oh, you don't hear me? Oh, you don't hear me? Can y'all hear me still? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Just making sure y'all hear. I don't know if this part is going to be recorded because I don't see it on my end, but as long as y'all still here, I will stay for a minute. Okay. So that's the landing page for RBA. So you don't have to alter it if you okay. So you don't have to alter it if you don't want to alter it. You can choose to have it just as is, and you can just have it like this and just use the tutorial to link your product, and then use it like that, or you can alter it, but you don't have to alter it, and you don't have to use a custom domain. You can use the free domain that System.io gives you. Okay. So I just wanted to create something for you guys because I know a lot of people have asked me about landing pages, and I know, like, for me, I charge a lot. Like, I charge $500 to the public for landing pages because it's ultimately creating a website, but it's just a one-page website. So it does take, work. So but not everybody can afford that or may be able to afford that now. So I wanted to give like a beginner kind of edition. And since most people are reselling RBA, I thought about doing this template. So that's why I offered this at such a low price, because I wanted everybody to have an advantage on being able to get it. And then I also wanted to include the Canva template so that you can update it if you want to. And I mean, honestly, if you're really tech savvy, you could get this template and then change it around all the way. I mean, you don't even have to sell RBA. You can literally change everything about it if you want, if you know how to work Canva and play around with system. So technically, you're getting a template that you can make your own, and not for nothing, but okay. So this is the template that you would get, right? When you get, I have a lot, don't mind me. But when you get your template, it's going to look like this, right? It's going to be on your list. This is your template. If you want to, just saying, if you want to, you can come over here and you can duplicate the template. Okay. So technically, I'm giving you one template for $50 with tutorials that you can duplicate however many times and make however many funnels you want to make or landing pages. As long as you know how to, like, edit in Canva and add pictures, because basically you're making the banners in Canva and then you're going to upload them into your landing page. So technically, if you really want to be technical, I'm giving you unlimited landing page templates for $50 with tutorials. But just saying, but just putting it out there. You can do a lot with it. So yeah, that is that one. And let me show you, what is one? This one. So this one, if y'all have not gotten in or seen it, this is the one I have for my community. And this is a landing page. So this has my logo up here, right? Feeling stuck. Like, who's feeling stuck? Everybody, right? So everybody who wants to go on to see what I'm offering most likely is feeling stuck in some sort of way, right? So this is why I did a landing page. I love landing pages because you can just connect with people. So you have your header up here, and then you have what it's about. So right here, are you feeling stuck trying to start your own business? Or maybe you're tired of piecing things together from random YouTube videos, because who else is piecing stuff together on all these YouTube tutorials? Because I know I am one to do that. I was using Canva tutorials forever. So this is, can y'all still hear me? Okay. Okay. So this is what I meant by like a good header that's going to pull people in, and you're going to have like a subheader. I don't really have a subheader here, but I have information here that backs what my header says, right? Then this is just to let you know when my community launches. So there's 40 days, there's a little timer. And here is where the lead part would be, like, to collect leads. So for this one, I'm only collecting leads, so to speak, because this is something that's not launched yet. But you enter the email address, click the button, and then it's going to direct you over to the waitlist form, right? So then it gives you more information. So turn your ideas into a brand that shines online. So it's telling your potential customers what you're doing. Then you have a little bit more information, like Sweets Digital HQ is your go-to creative space for turning beginners into bold digital entrepreneurs. So that's what I'm trying to do with my community. I'm trying to give y'all confidence and just give you that support and confidence that you need to be able to do whatever you want in the digital space. That is my goal. Okay. Then it just shows you some things that I'll have, beginner friendly learning. So I want like short video type learning classes, because I know I have a very short attention span, and I can't, like, if I read a lot, I'm going to get bored. If the videos are too long, I'm going to get bored. So I'm surprised y'all still on here because the video is long, but uh yeah. And then I want to show people how to design digital products or mock-ups or graphics or websites or whatever you guys want to learn. Like, I'm here for it. So that's what I'm creating my community for. I love doing the live classes, like when I do the weekly classes for RBA and like this webinar. I love doing those. So that's what I'm offering in my community. I'm going to do live classes, mentorship. Um, yeah, I'm just going to just be your back, and then of course you can earn if you want to. But so that's information, more information about my offering, right? And then here's another call to action. So usually there's 3 call to actions. There's one at the top, there's one in the middle, and there's one on the bottom. So this is another call to action: secure your spot. This gives you more information about what the offer is. The image shows you the image, so it shows you what I'm offering for my offer. So design, it's going to include designing brand content using Canva, creating stunning AI art, mock-ups, build websites, landing pages, develop, launch the products, you get the gist. So you want your call to action to be on the top, in the middle, and the bottom. You want to be able to give enough information so that your customer is like, ooh, I like that, and click on the button. And then keep providing more information. So tell them what else, like, you're not alone anymore. Like, I got you. When I say I got you, I mean it. I got you. So, and then give them another call to action. So here's another call to action. And there's 3. And then, this is, I have footers on all my stuff that I do, but you always want to have like a terms and conditions or privacy policy or something like that on there too. But this is what a landing page ultimately looks like. Because if you're like, for me, I need to go all the way down to the bottom. So for me, when I'm going to somebody's website, I go all the way down to the bottom. I'll read all the way down to the bottom. There's some people that will just be right here and be like, "Ooh, I'm feeling stuck. Yes, count me in." And they'll go. Then other people will want to see more information, read more about your offer. Then they'll go. But then there's the people like me who go all the way down to the bottom and see everything. And then I'm finally sold. So that's why you want to do that. So that's what different landing pages look like. Oh, yay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited. I'm excited. Yes. Um, if we resell what, Joyce? If you resell what, do they have to be an RBA to pay for it? How do we capture emails on this landing page? Oh, thank you. This is my landing page for my community that I'm creating. Oh, okay. Let me get them. Let's see. This one. This one is the Done For You RBA landing page. And this one is custom landing page. And this one is live class with me, build landing page. And this one is my community. Okay. Oh no, Joyce. No, you can. They don't have to be in RBA. It's some. My community is separate from RBA. So you can, if you're going to be inside my community, you can resell it to whomever, and then you get 50% residual. I think it's because it's monthly. So, yep, that's what I want to. That's what I wanted to do for everybody. I wanted to just make it so that y'all could learn what I know and what I could help you learn, and be able to earn if you want to. Once you capture the email, does free System IO include a free autoresponder? Sindel, I would have to look into that. I don't have an autoresponder. It's not an autoresponder, but you would set it up. They do have automation. So you would set it up once the lead is captured, you can add a tag. You could add it to a campaign. So you can make an email campaign inside a system. And then once a lead is captured on your from your landing page, you can add a tag, and then you can add an automation. So then you can set up the automation to say, hey, if this contact was added with lead as the tag, add them to this email campaign. So it would automatically send your leads emails, if that makes sense. Yes, I'm glad you're learning. I'm glad you're learning. Well, I am so thankful for you guys joining me again. I'm so thankful you stayed on for this long. I don't even know if this part is going to be recorded because I don't see it on my phone anymore. But it might be. I don't know. so, um, so I appreciate y'all joining. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Anita. Oh, yay. Thank you, Joyce. Yeah. I'm gonna put this recording and all of my links inside of RBA. So if you wanna, get a landing page later on or whatever, I'm still gonna have that for my RBA people. So if you want custom landing pages or something like that, you can always get it at a later date because I have my special listing just for my RBA people. And I'm gonna put it in there if you want it. But yes, I love y'all. I love y'all. RBA is my fam. So I'm so happy that you guys stayed on. And if you didn't get the freebie, so I created a freebie for this webinar. If you didn't get the freebie, I emailed it out to like 600 people. This webinar had so many people register for it, and there was like 100 people that showed up. So but if you didn't get the freebie, I'm going to also add the freebie inside when I add the replay. I'm gonna add the freebie for y'all too. So just be on the lookout. Okay, be on the lookout. I'm gonna add the freebie for y'all if you don't have it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad y'all joined. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so glad this was helpful. I'll definitely make sure to add all the information, all my links, the freebie, and the replay inside RBA. So you'll be able to see it whenever you want to see it. And I'm so excited for those who are getting into my community waitlist. Yes, I'm super excited. Like August is my birthday month. So I'm beyond stoked that I am creating this and going to launch it August 1st. So, yes. So stay tuned. Make sure to follow me. If you don't follow me, make sure to follow me. I post in RBA all the time. If you need a store built, like a store built for RBA or something, I got you. You just if you need a store built, just send me a message, or you can go to sweetsdesigns.com if you want, because I have my store built on there too. Sweetsdesigns.com. So, yeah. So if you need a store built, just let me know. And you can always ask me questions. I'm always available. But thank y'all for joining. I really appreciate y'all staying on. And I will see you inside of school.